concern that planted stories intended to serve a national purpose abroad came home and were circulated here and believed here, because this would mean that the CIA could manipulate the news in the United States by channeling it through some foreign country. Now, we're looking at that very carefully.
Do you have any people being paid by the CIA who are contributing to a major circulation American journal?
We do have people who submit pieces to American journals.
Do you have any people paid by the CIA who are working for television networks?
This, I think, gets into the kind of getting into the details, Mr. Chairman, that I'd like to get into in executive session.
Now, I also mentioned, too, that a fellow that has been in touch with me for an awful long time, his brother was in the CIA, or is in the CIA. He will never talk about the CIA to him. He'll never give anything away whatsoever, except one bit of advice. He said, never watch the television. Never watch the television. It's the greatest scientific indoctrination tool ever devised. Haven't you figured that out? It's changed the whole culture of nations, not just one nation. Why do you think it was mandatory that everybody in Britain give access to televisions by the government? Why do you think China is under the same program to get everyone with a TV right now? Because they love to have you entertained. Do you really think that? And India is on the same route as well right now too. Most of your ideas and your opinions and how you emulate, because you emulate things, you mimic what you see. It becomes you. You become it. And that's what's happened. It's been very, very, very successful. Never watch the television. You can't watch a movie unless you do it critically. If you watch it critically, not there to enjoy it. Remember what they say, it's your emotions that get you on. And it's interwoven, all these emotional themes all through movies. You're played like a harp. And they embed ideas into you, along with the movies. And predictive programming too. So you'll accept that which is still to come. And you'll behave the same way as the characters in the movie when it comes. Oh well, what can you do? I'll just watch much music or television. Yeah. You're given a mind of your own, and you've got to use it for yourself. And believe you me, if you ever had a nation or wanted a nation, you'd have to make sure that everyone took their turn. Everyone took their turn. Just like jury duty, to go in and oversee the guys that are supposed to be taking care of everything on your behalf. It's a tight club right now. It's been like that forever, because they never intended to give you anything called democracy, or, in fact, a republic. Gangs and fraternities run the systems of the countries. That's how they're run. And under taxation, and it's true what Marx said, and it's true what Lenin said, about that part of it, all wealth comes from labor. And tax is another term for labor. When they take your labor from you and give you nothing back for it, that's called stealing and slavery. Slavery, folks. But no teacher told you that, did they? Look at the dictionaries if you can find an old enough one, because they keep changing them too.
At CBS, we had been contacted by the CIA. As a matter of fact, by the time I became the head of the whole News and Public Affairs operation in 1954, the ships had been established, and I was told about them and asked if I'd carry on with them.
We have quite a lot of detailed information, and we will evaluate it, and we will include any evidence of wrongdoing or any evidence of impropriety in our final report and make recommendations.
Do you have any people being paid by the CIA who are contributing to the national news services, AP and UPI.
Well, again, I think we're getting into the kind of detail, Mr. Chairman, that I'd prefer to handle in executive session.
Teresa testing out deep fake at the World Economic Forum at Davos. I want to see what happens when we use this technology to make my face appear to be someone who I am not. So here goes.
Teresa? You're going to become
I'm
Teresa.
going to become Theresa May, the black Theresa May. But yes, that is a different person, isn't it? A lot like Theresa May, but certainly not myself. So we're going to try someone else now. Now we'll try me as Michelle Obama. Okay, so this is definitely some combination of my face and Michelle Obama's face, but if Michelle lived in my body, I guess this is what she would look like. And I understand that we can also try some males. So let's try a couple of males. We'll start with Will Smith. So now here I am as a man, not enjoying that. So we'll try one more. What would Teresa look like if she were George Bush? Oh, that's a very interesting look. Very interesting look. Black woman becomes white male. Interesting concept. Very interesting concept. And let's just try one fun for my son. Let's try the K-pop star. So this is what I would be if I were Jenny, the K-pop star. Scary stuff, very scary stuff, but a wonderful experience, and thank you for giving us this great demonstration.
Hi guys, so I told you yesterday that my family is, they are not only computer but photographic videographers and photographers, and my son did this. He went in and found the edit of this, and you'll see in a second that this is CGI. See, the head's not attached to the body. So I want to thank my son for this. He went in and did the work to find the edit. That wasn't Trump last night. That was power to give life to the image of a beast, that he would talk. Where have you heard that one before?
Mundy. No, you can't do it.
I'm trying.
You can't do.
Oh, I can't do it.
Thomas Mundy can do it.
Welcome, Mr. President.
It's great to see you guys today. You're doing a tremendous job. And may I say right off the bat, Piers, it's great to have you out of that evil CNN and back where you belong in London. And the beautiful Susanna, I am going to reinstitute my beauty pageants because you look tremendous today.
So, Mr. President,
I'm slightly uncomfortable about that, to be honest.
Mr. President, you are due to come to Britain on a state visit, invited by Her Majesty the Queen. Are you looking forward to that?
They're really tremendous people. They really are. And we love them in America, no matter what you hear. They are so great. I mean, outstanding. The monarchy is great. They're really great people.
Are they the greatest monarchy there's ever been?
They're unbelievable. There have been great ones way back since Queen Elizabeth and even the Beatles. I talked to Sir Paul this morning, and he really is. No, and Ringo's crazy, but they're closet Trump lovers. They really are.
No, look, Mr. President, you're a pretty divisive, polarizing character. A lot of people in this country, frankly, don't like you. You know, I'm not one of them. I do like you, but a lot of people don't like you. What do you say to them?
Well, I'm going to say I know the art of the deal, and I have to come over and straighten this Brexit thing out that you people messed up. And I am going to tell the people of England right now, because they're tremendous people, Winston Churchill will never put up with this. There is no way that Brussels, Paris, or Berlin is going to dictate our monetary policy. There's no way. Thank you so much.
Thomas Mundy or President
like
Trump.
Kind of his gym.
Can I just take you out of your President Trump persona for a moment? You tell us what your current job is. Oh no,
you're Thomas now, Donald.
Yeah. What is your current job? Because you were an impressionist, weren't? I mean, you clearly are still, but you made you made a living doing that. But you have a very different job now.
I do impressions, but I'm with the Laborers Local 66, led by our great labor leader Steve Flanagan, and we do a great job, and I enjoy construction, and the guys they love me. I really am a good
Thomas,
guy.
is that you, or is that? Do you actually sound like Donald Trump then, or is there another Thomas?
No, we have similar voices, and we look the same. We really are very handsome people. We're
Thomas,
handsome,
this is a
we're
whole
handsome
scamboli.
guys.
You actually do speak like that. It's not an impression, is it?
We have similar voice patterns. We really do.
Donald Trump's impersonating you.
It's unbelievable. He impersonates my 3 handicap. I know that. but
Let me ask you.
I'm going to tell you, I'm inviting you people out because we're having the big PGA Championship before your famous British Open.
Yeah.
And I have had last year at Shinnecock at the U.S. Open, my good friend Tommy Fleetwood, and of course the Beef, Andrew Johnstone. He's great. Where's the Beef? What a great guy. And of course, Justin Rose. He's a tremendous player. And I'm going to tell you, they all play at Mar-a-Lago with me. Great guys.
Well, I got to say, you have nailed this Trump impersonation, and it's great to have you live from New York. I know it's early in the morning there. It's 1 in the morning. Greatly appreciate you joining us, Mr. President, and we'll see you in London when you get here.
It's going to be tremendous, and I'm going to tell you, Wimbledon's going to be outstanding this year. Nobody throws cream and strawberries like you guys. It's going to be unbelievable.
Mr. President, earlier this year you told us you had ordered your administration to cease and desist on payments to journalists to promote your agenda. You cited the need for ethical concerns and the need for a bright line between the press and the government. Your administration continues to make the use of video news releases, which are prepackaged news stories sent to television stations, fully aware that some or many of these stations will air them without any disclaimer that they are produced by the government. Comptroller General of the United States this week said that raises ethical questions. Does it raise ethical questions about the use of government money to produce stories about the government that wind up being aired with no disclosure that they were produced by the government?
There is a Justice Department opinion that says these pieces are within the law so long as they're based upon facts, not advocacy. And I expect our agencies to adhere to that ruling, to that Justice Department opinion. This has been a long-standing practice of the federal government to use these types of videos. The Agricultural Department, as I understand, has been using these videos for a long period of time. The Defense Department, other departments have been doing so. It's important that they be based upon the guidelines set out by the Justice Department. Now, I think it'd be helpful if local stations then disclose to their viewers if that's, that this was based upon a factual report and they chose to use it. But evidently in some cases that's not the case. So anyway.
We present a novel real-time facial reenactment method that works with any commodity webcam. Since our method only uses RGB data for both the source and target actor, we are able to manipulate YouTube videos in real time. Here we demonstrate our method in a live setup. On the right, a source actor is captured with a standard webcam. This input drives the animation of the face in the video shown on the monitor to the left. A significant difference to previous methods is the re-rendering of the mouth interior. To this end, we resynthesized the mouth interior of the target actor using video footage from the training sequence based on temporal and photometric similarity. As we can see, we are able to generate a realistic and convincing reenactment result. Here we show a close-up of the footage from the previous live reenactment. The input video stream is shown on the left. Note that the target actor is re-rendered in a neutral pose. On the right, we can see the final output of our method. Our system reconstructs and tracks both source and target actors using a dense photometric energy minimization. Using a novel subspace deformation transfer technique, we transfer the expressions from the source to the target actor. This allows us to obtain a modified face template of the target actor according to the expressions of the source actor. We now re-render the modified face on top of the target sequence in order to replace the original facial expressions. Here we show additional live sequences where we reenact various YouTube videos.
I am the chosen one. Somebody said to me the other day, "You're the most famous person in the world by far." I said, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." They said, "Yes, you are." I said, "No." They said, "Who's more famous?" I said, "Jesus Christ." I'm not taking any chances. I'm not going to have an argument. Hey, I'm not having any arguments. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to take any chances. I'll give it, I guarantee. And let me look up and I'll say, and it's not even close. I am the chosen one.
Now to Davos, Switzerland, where President Trump dismissed protests by climate change activists and discussed the role of emerging technologies like AI as central to the global economy. But some computer programmers at the forum used the president's words to create so-called deep fakes, authentic-looking AI-generated videos of President Trump and other world leaders apologizing for inaction on climate change. So CNET's Dan Patterson spoke with one of the deep fake creators.
American President Donald Trump received an icy reception here at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, when he touted the strength of the American economy and dismissed claims by climate change activists that urgent change is needed now. The president also said that the next era of economic growth will be propelled by 5G, artificial intelligence, and quantum computing. The president's words about climate change are already being used against him. Literally. Arif Khan, the founder and CEO of Alethea, creates deepfake videos that use artificial intelligence to create real-looking fake videos of world leaders like Donald Trump and British Prime Minister Boris Johnson apologizing for not acting on climate change.
I thought man-made climate change was just fake news.
We refused to change.
I spoke with Khan about how artificial intelligence works and why deepfake videos using Donald Trump are particularly effective.
As a public figure in America, he has been satirized endlessly by Saturday Night Live. So impersonators model that. Similar to that, deepfakers or synthetic media creators can model that as well. So there's a lot of publicly available data. You use that to train the algorithms.
Khan is concerned that deepfake videos will be released at the height of the 2020 U.S. presidential election.
Just before an election cycle occurs, 2 weeks, a week before, a day before, that's when if you release a strategic deepfake, you can do a lot of harm to a democracy. So it's really important that we take action and measure now. And we're doing that today by using satire, by using synthetic media to raise awareness, not just of climate change, but also of this medium. Be careful of what you see and try to sense out before you believe something.
For CBS News at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, I'm CNET's Dan Patterson.
I'm not buying what Michael Murphy's selling. I'm even more skeptical now. I don't think he knows enough about the weather to be talking about this. I enjoyed talking to Kristen, but she's making some crazy claim. Uh-oh, here we go. HAARP. Every conspiracy theorist's ears just got a little bit bigger. For those of you who don't know what HAARP is, it's a top secret military installation. The strange weather patterns, the zombie storms. Even though it's clear that something's going on, I'm not buying that chemtrails are causing all these things. Here's what I learned on my journey. What people are calling chemtrails are not the government spraying evil chemicals on you. They look like clouds because they are clouds. The HAARP thing is a bit more confusing. It's terrifying when you're too dumb to know who's stupid. And unfortunately, that's where I find myself. And the only people who really know are the people that are working at HAARP. And none of them are talking. And I wouldn't talk either. And none of them are talking. And I wouldn't talk either. Are the world's governments manipulating the weather and creating huge zombie freak storms? I'll tell the government right now, tell you right now if you're listening, NSA, CIA, I'm available, okay? If you show me all the real wreckage, I swear to God, I will make fun of that crap to the end of time. I'll make up stories. I'll lie to my mother. I don't care. You show me a UFO, I'll lie to my mother.
I had some family that did stuff for the CIA. Because my dad, he was someone who would do medical procedures on high-level CIA people.
Whenever I go to a family reunion, half the people in the room are former retired CIA. I've had family that got like 7 Silver Stars and stuff like that, but it's all classified. Some of the highest decorated people in the country. I was recruited by patriot elements inside the shadow government.
Hooked up at the Psych Warfare Center run by the Pentagon at UT. I'm not even supposed to talk about the fact I've been let in there repeatedly.
These guys were like colonels in the Army and Air Force generals, and I'd go to these meetings when I was like 18 with the former Marine Corps 3-star general or a former 3-star Air Force weapons head, or, and they're like telling you this stuff, and you're like, what? And they're like, listen, they tried to recruit us. You're going to have to get ready. I remember being 4 years old with like an FBI agent and an Army colonel and all these people at my dad's house. And they're all sitting around the table talking about this and how do we beat it. And just all these decades later, 40 years later, it's all true. It's all true. I mean, I was so blessed to be born into people that knew what was happening. I wasn't like bragging, I was like going to meetings with like former head of Air Force weapons development, multi-star Marine Corps generals. We've got a lot of folks work here at the office that were in the military, and some of them were, involved in not just your standard special operations stuff, but some of the most elite groups out there. And the most elite of the most elite, highest level, we have it. I'm going to leave it at that. CIA, Dev Group, Delta Force, you name it, all of it, whole 9 yards. Then I was talking to another insider who'd multiple times been around a bunch of Masons. I've had a lot of family that were high-level Masons. I don't hide that fact. I've had family that have been 33rd degree Masons. What do you think they discovered? I've got family on both sides involved in the founding of Texas. Lone Star State, you think I know about Masons? You know how many family aprons I've got in storage? I have to probably say that I have major Masonic roots. A lot of my family, Texas was pretty much Masonic through and through, was Masonic, high-level Masonic. And so undoubtedly, if you want to say it, I would say I come out of a classical Enlightenment family of what you would call real Illuminati, real Enlightenment. And I'll just say it here. Everybody asks me who I am, I'll tell you.
How did you get Donald Trump on your show?
I know folks that are part of Delta Force, and I know people that are part of covert action in the Defense Department and the CIA. And quite frankly, they've given me authorization to talk about this. Donald Trump was advised by the Special Forces Command out of Florida. The Delta Force, Army, Black Ops, they said, sir, you need to go with Alex Jones.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest
responsibility
is to serve our Treasure Valley communities, the El Paso, Las Cruces communities, Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
I want to know how you're dealing with all these conspiracy theorists on your platform.
So the first way is by demoting low-quality content and promoting more authoritative content, and the second is by providing more transparency for users. So we're introducing boxes that provide factual information at the top of results that have shown themselves to turn up a lot of information that is counterfactual, such as searching for the Earth is flat on YouTube, where you see a lot of
Your response is to put a box saying, nope, the Earth is not flat.
correct.
Okay.
Mind control to Major Tom. Because we did go there, and that's the way it happened.
Hello? Are you there?
What are you doing with the rest of your life?
Catching up on some me time, find God.
My soul loves Jesus. My soul loves Jesus. My soul loves Jesus. Bless his name. My soul, it loves Jesus. Oh, yes it does. Oh, yes it does. Oh, yeah, my soul. My soul. Over in the midnight hour, my soul. He speaks to my soul. Tells me everything is gonna be all right. My soul, it loves Jesus. I'm so glad my soul loves Jesus. Bless his name.